Hey guys, welcome back to Anime Inc. and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today's video will discuss the top 10 strongest MC sword fighters. Based on what we watch in various anime, sword skills are hard to learn and master. To some anime character, it takes a year of training, while for others, all they need is just a couple of months. With that said, we introduce the topic of today's video, top 10 strongest MC sword fighters. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on post notifications so you won't miss any anime content. Without any further ado, let's get started. Number 10, Guts from Berserk. Without further introduction, we have Guts from Berserk on our number 10 spot. If by now you don't already know who Guts is, then keep watching as I will be doing a proper introduction to the man himself. Guts had one of the most horrible childhoods in anime history. As a newborn, Guts was found dangling from his mother's body. As if that wasn't enough, he was adopted by a mercenary named Gambino, who regularly beat him and occasionally advertised his services as a sex worker. After that, Guts suffered from a terrible supernatural condition, severely injured by dangerous supernatural forces. All these fueled Guts' anger and made him a powerful swordsman. Guts channels all of his anger inside him into swinging his giant sword, which can sometimes be mistaken for a big stick. His skill with the sword and as a fighter is certainly above that of the average man, and you would certainly do well to avoid crossing Guts' path. Number 9. Akame from Akame ga Kill. Apart from the fighting skill showcased in this anime, it should also be noted that Akame ga Kill is somewhat of a sad anime. This is because most fan favorite characters in the anime end up dying, which is quite unfortunate. The anime tells the story of a young villager, Tatsumi, who ends up in the Imperial capital trying to raise money for his village. While in the Imperial capital, Tatsumi discovers that the capital is overrun with corruption. The Night Raid then recruits him, a group of assassins focused on ending the corruption in the Imperial capital. During his time with the Night Raid, Tatsumi meets a special young girl named Akame, who has sword skills unlike any he has seen. Akame is a skillful and deadly assassin who can kill any living thing with just a cut. She can do this because her sword, Murasame, can inject a lethal curse into anybody she cuts. Coupled with her skills and the power of her sword, Akame is unstoppable. Number 8. Afro Samurai. There was no way we would talk about skilled swordsmen and we wouldn't make mention of Afro Samurai. For those of you who don't know, Afro Samurai starred Samuel L. Jackson as the title character, making it all the more special. Just as the name implies, the anime tells the story of the samurai with an afro. The primary mission of this samurai is to get the number 1 headband that would see him recognized as the greatest warrior in the world. However, the samurai faces one major issue. Only samurai wearing the number 2 headband can challenge the number 1 headband, thus the samurai has to become the second greatest warrior before claiming the number 1 headband. While he is trying to complete the Herculean task he set before himself, the Afro Samurai polishes his sword skills and slowly becomes better than everyone. Afro Samurai proves himself time and time again against many formidable opponents, and soon assumes the title of the greatest warrior in the world. Number 7. Hyakumaru from Dororo. Starting the story off on a sad note, Hyakumaru from Dororo is one anime sword fighter we have to talk about. Dororo is an anime series that focuses on the story of Hyakumaru, a ronin, and a young orphan thief known as Dororo. Before he became a mighty ronin, Hyakumaru was one of the most terrifying babies ever to be born. He was born malformed, limbless, and without facial features or external organs. This was because of his birth father, who made a pact with 48 sealed demons in exchange for money, power, and prosperity. For all these, he promised the demons anything they wanted that belonged to him, and the result of this pact was why Hyakumaru was birthed a horror baby. Eventually, Hyakumaru was left to drown to death by his mother, but fortunately for him, he was found by a medicine man who did everything in his power to heal him. In addition to getting a brand new life, Hyakumaru brings superhuman sword skills, which he uses to hunt down the demons who took his limbs as a child. Hyakumaru defeats both humans and monsters throughout the anime, and it's without a question that he is one of the strongest anime MC sword fighters. Number 6. Hawkeye Mihawk from One Piece. If you're one of those who think Zoro is the best sword fighter in the anime One Piece, then I am here to tell you that you might be wrong. Without question, the strongest sword fighter in One Piece is Hawkeye. I mean, the man wins battles with the miniature sword. Even though there are many skilled sword fighters in the anime, Zoro included, they don't compare to the skill and might of Hawkeye Mihawk. Hawkeye does what others fail to perform with ease and even earn the greatest swordsman in the world. The well-trained samurai goes into battle with a miniature sword and trounces his enemies to show his class. Hawkeye Mihawk deserves a spot in our countdown for today to do this alone. Number 5. Sasuke Uchiha from Naruto. Born into a family of great ninjas, it comes as no surprise that Sasuke Uchiha turned out to become one of the greatest swordsmen in anime history. The anime series is considered one of the best of all time. It tells the story of a young ninja Naruto who attains the highest position for a ninja by becoming Hokage through many adversities and challenges. There is no way we can tell the story of Naruto without mentioning that of Sasuke. Sasuke, who is Naruto's close friend and greatest foe, is one of the most skilled ninjas in the anime. He was birthed to a legendary ninja clan known as Uchiha and recognized as a prodigy child from a very young age. At some particular point in the anime, Sasuke starts to incorporate swords into his fights, and it's pretty evident that he knew what he was doing. His ability with the katana is far above many others, and coupled with his Sharingan, Sasuke stamps his position as one of the best sword fighters. Number 4. Tanjiro Kamado from Demon Slayer. Tanjiro Kamado made our 4th spot in today's video with enough sword skill to cut and kill demons. The anime Kimetsu no Yaiba tells the story of Tanjiro Kamado, a kind-hearted boy who becomes the breadwinner of his family after his father passes away. Sadly for Tanjiro, his whole life changed after he came home one day to discover that his entire family, except his little sister Nezuko, had been killed. Although Nezuko was not killed, she was turned into a demon. With the motive to help his sister become human again and protect others from demon attacks, Tanjiro takes up his sword and starts training to become a demon slayer. Later on in the anime series, we see Tanjiro growing in skill and confidence, taking on powerful demons and conquering them. It's safe to say, even though Tanjiro has a sweet face, he is a warrior at heart. Number 3. Levi Ackerman from Attack on Titan. Set in a world where humans seek to protect themselves from titans, Attack on Titan is an exhilarating anime I would confidently recommend to anyone. In the battle against the Titans, Levi Ackerman stands out as the most formidable opponent soldier in humanity's arsenal. This is because of the skill, ferocity, and anger he uses to fight. Unlike many other swordsmen in today's video, Levi Ackerman's fighting style is unorthodox. He finds himself in a world where ODM gear which helps to grapple to buildings is in use. Thus, you can consider Levi the flying swordsman. He relies on his acrobatics, agility, and skill to take titans with his sword. Number 2. Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach. The next anime character on our list today doesn't need any lengthy introductions. Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach is considered one of the strongest sword fighters and one of the strongest anime characters in general. Once a normal human being, Ichigo's life changed when he started exhibiting the abilities of a Soul Reaper. Ichigo's capabilities don't end there. He also has the power of a Hollow and Quincy. All these, coupled with his incredible Zangetsu, make him a formidable sword fighter. Ichigo proves himself countless times on the battlefield by defeating humans, Hollows, and Quincy's. Number 1. Himura Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin. Lastly, in today's video, we have Himura Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin. Once recognized as a legendary assassin, Himura Kenshin, formerly known as Himura Batosai, leaves his violent days behind him and decides not to kill anyone again. Kenshin is left traumatized when he was an assassin and haunted by all the deaths that happened at his hand. Becoming a changed man, Himura Kenshin vows to never take another life till the day he dies and adopts a technique known as the reverse blade. But even with this technique, Himura is as formidable as ever, and anyone who dares to go up against him would indeed be defeated. With that, we have come to the end of the video for today. Which one of these anime characters, in your opinion, is the strongest sword fighter? Share those thoughts with us in the comment section below. Until next time, stay safe guys. Bye.